It's now time for Energy Insights, where you get an inside view and local perspectives of all the oil and gas progress going on in the Mid-Ohio Valley. This program is being brought to you by the Southeastern Ohio Oil and Gas Association and can be heard every Saturday at 9 a.m. on local radio WMOA AM 1490 and ESPN radio WJAW FM 100.9 and AM 630. It's now time for the show. Here's Johnny Wharf, your local host.
Energy Insights brought to you by Southeastern Ohio Oil and Gas Association. On a Saturday morning, we're joined by Jim Javins. Once again, Mid-Atlantic Energy is the company that he works with, and he joins us this morning. And we talked last week a little bit about the storage of the business of oil and gas, and maybe you can take us down another line and inform some of our listeners about some of the other aspects.
Okay, LNG is just a kind of a slang term for liquefied natural gas, and the way that's typically done is you cool it down to a liquid, you put it in a boat, ship it to the point that needs the gas, and they heat it back up into a gas form again and put it in the pipeline and sell it. So it's liquid, and then it's gas again.
Is that being done for transport?
Yes, they transport it in ships. Primarily, we have the Gulf Coast has about 5 facilities down there. There's one up in the Northeast, the one at Dominion Cove Point, and it's off again, but it just come on this year. And what they do is the same thing I said. They put it in a tanker, they ship it overseas, and the odd part about it, we're trying to get rid of some gas here to the countries over there. Japan and China are big users of it. They're a great market for us. And what happened this winter at Boston was they had some peak day demand that they didn't have enough gas in the pipes and storage to meet it. And they had a tanker from Russia full of LNG come to Boston and download it. And that's how they got their peak day demand problem settled. So we're selling it to them and over into China and Japan in these ships, and each of them hold about 3.5 billion cubic feet, and it's called in tons, so that's probably 300,000 tons of, so to speak, of gas. And the Gulf Coast is the primary place that this takes place. We've got those 5 facilities down there, and the Dominion Cove Point came online, went back off. It's been trying to get certificated for probably the last 6-8 years because it was something new up in the Northeast. You had a lot of folks up there scared of it, thought it was going to blow up and hurt them, but it's not the case. It won't burn. Liquid won't burn. But that's kind of a very brief overview of what LNG is. It's your gas in the ground coming out of the wells. It's transported through the pipelines to a facility either in Cove Point or down on the Gulf, and then it's liquefied, put in a boat, sent overseas, deliquified, turned back into a gaseous form, put in the pipelines, and burnt in the industrial, commercial, and residential market over there.
Jim Javins is our guest. He's with Mid-Atlantic Energy, and LNG, the reference to liquid natural gas. And, we talk, in circles here a little bit about, the downstream users and who will be around and how long it's going to be here. And this is something that is happening right now. You think about all the tentacles of this natural gas industry, and here's one that's right here, right now.
Exactly. And you've got 3 markets for gas. You've got residential, commercial, industrial. Now we've got liquefied gas we can sell to someone overseas, and we also have the storage to keep it here for ourselves on a peak day in the winter. So we've got markets and demand available now that's going to help us with the glut of gas we got, and that will help the producers maybe get a little better price for their gas, but it certainly helps the consumers because they're enjoying the lowest price of natural gas they've had in forever. I mean, my gas bill at home is probably down 40% over last year, just because of pricing. Glut of gas, not enough demand. We're creating this demand with the LNG and the storage and the increasing demand from the commercial and industrial sector.
All right, we wake up every day hoping to learn something new. You've taken care of that for us today, so we don't have to worry about that the rest of the day. Jim Javins, we thank you for your time here on Energy Insights. Once again, we encourage our listeners to mark your calendar for April 19th. The Shrine Building in Marietta is going to be the site of the Suga Spring membership meeting. They are celebrating 40 years, and they've got a big to-do at the Shrine Club on April 19th, so mark your calendar for that. Until next week, have a great day.
Thank you for listening to Energy Insights, brought to you by the Southeastern Ohio Oil and Gas Association. Tune in every Saturday at 9 a.m. on WMOA and ESPN Radio WJAW as Johnny Wharf brings you your local and inside perspectives of the oil and gas progress going on in the Mid-Ohio Valley.